Republican governor ends barbaric Islamic ritual, Muslims furious over the punishment. Michigan Governor Rick Snyder signed several bills on Tuesday that are making members of one religion furious. Their so-called religious freedom on U.S. soil is coming to a screeching halt, and now, one of their favorite rituals will be a punishable offense, making them pay big time. Michigan's governor signed 13 bills this week, and 2 of them are long overdue. Female genital mutilation, FGM, will now be a felony in the state. Current law stated the crime is punishable by up to 5 years in prison, but now, it is punishable by 15 years behind bars, and rightfully so. But, that's not all. FGM is seen as a religious ritual in the Muslim community. Practiced mostly in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East, this sick tradition was recently discovered to have been taking place in the United States, as well. That disgusting act involves mutilating or removing portions of the female genitalia to prevent sexual pleasure. Often, the rationale among these, Islamic, sex is to make women discouraged from having sex outside of marriage. Data from UNICEF shows 98% of girls in Somalia and 87% of Egyptian girls have undergone the procedure. Source: Breitbart. Those who commit these horrendous crimes should be held accountable for their actions, and these bills stiffen the penalties for offenders while providing additional support to victims, Governor Snyder said. This legislation is an important step toward eliminating this despicable practice in Michigan while empowering victims to find healing and justice. The penalties under the new law are much more strict than the federal ban on the practice of FGM. Michigan is now the 26th state to officially ban the practice in the United States. The inspiration behind the Michigan legislation came after multiple Detroit doctors were caught and charged with performing the sick genital cutting this past spring on girls as young as 7 years old. Prosecutors said Dr. Jumana Nagarla, an American-born member of a small Indian Muslim sect known to use this practice, carried out FGM procedures in Michigan for years. She is currently awaiting trial. Source: The Blaze. A second doctor, Dr. Fakhruddin Attar, and his wife Farida Attar were also arrested the following week for acting as accomplices and helping in Dr. Nagarla's scheme. The second bill that was signed by Governor Snyder is to permanently revoke the medical license of anyone who is convicted of practicing this crime, and it will increase the statute of limitations to 10 years, giving victims more time to seek damages in civil lawsuits against the disgusting doctors. This legislation is a huge step towards eliminating this practice in the United States, and it will also help to empower the victims to find healing and justice. Sadly, FGM is performed in all majority Muslim countries, and it takes away the little dignity Islamic women have left. This is not a cultural norm which should be allowed to take hold in the U.S. Ironically, though, all you hear is crickets from the feminist establishment on this issue. Apparently, in their book, the rights of extremist Muslims trump those of innocent women and girls. Luckily, we have governors like Rick Snyder to stand up to Sharia law practicing Muslims who threaten our way of life here in the U.S. Please share the story and tell us what you think by clicking one of the buttons below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.